Hello crafty friends, I'm Vicky, this is Cat Mum Crafts and this is a planning session. So, I can only do like a weeny bit of planning and I've already forgotten my highlighters, bear with. There we go, I've now got my highlighters. So, and I need to use my inhaler. A lot of this is going to say WhipGo because and numbers because I don't know what WhipGo numbers have been called yet. But first I need to put down when I've got things for a video, and one of those should actually be written down for May. So it's a good job I did that now because it's not written down. So let's correct that. Sorry, you can't see that. There we go. So, where's my page gone? There's my page. Right, so specifically for the channel, that's there, so it needs to be done there. Right. And right. And then I'm just going to write channel. And bearing in mind some of these will be cross stitch related as well. So there's that. That can be pale. Oh, should have let that dry. Right, so the next job is, sorry I knocked you there, to have a slip of my coffee before my brain melts. There we go. Highlight the days where crochet or knitting isn't going to be possible. Right. Right, so that one. Do you know what? I'm just going to put babysitting because that's what I'm doing. No. And that, as far as I know, is that one. And that can be this weird pinky orange. So the next step I'm going to take is, now that I've done that, I don't need that one anymore until right at the end. Yeah, don't need that one until right at the end. I'm not going to plan my cross stitching as such, but I will tell you what I'm doing. So on weekends, I'm going to be doing a stitch along, and that includes whether I'm at my mum's or I'm babysitting. But the weekends where I'm either at my mum's or babysitting, what? No, where I'm not at my mum's or babysitting, I can do me evening crochet. So I'll just write that in as well later. There is method to this madness, I promise you. And just for the fun of it, I'll decide which stitch alongs I'm going to be working on. Would be nice if I had like 6, 9 or 12. Oh wait, I do. Well, actually I've got 10. Have I? Yes. But never mind. But it just means that when whip goes are called, I can put that in there. Right, that can be, yes. My writing is appalling, I apologise. Because the lighting at my friend's house is really rather good. And I can use my light box there. Well, that one's an 8, so it's got to be one for me. And I'll do as you wish on both days. And the 5th is Thing 2's birthday. And I should have moved on to the thing by then. So I think it's after that it's going to be Dragons that needs the most work. So that's my stitch along and focused day stitching. But it's not a weekend. It is, oh, you nearly spilt my coffee. It is a Sal though, so Sal is stitch along. It's like Cal or Mel. Lily's decided to join us. Get down. I know you tried to do a help, but that's not. Right. So, what do I want to get finished in June? My Hexie jumper. Which will be great if number 2 comes out. If not, I may need to rethink. But the whole point of planning is so that rethinks can happen. So, let me think. Please hold while my brain glitches. If I give myself... Wait. Because of course I've got my make-alongs as well, which is going to be 6 days. So, and also, well, 1, 2, 3. Call it a 7th, just to be on the safe side. So these are all for crochet, because these are movie marquee and the boggy blanket, temperature blankets. I do my temperature blanket I'm doing Thursday and Sunday morning, so they're different anyway. And let's give them a different colour. Let's make them bright orange. Normally I'd speed things up a bit for you. And we'd just play nicely with God, that'd be dangerous if I could put a sentence together. Time lapse. But seeing as I don't actually know fully what's going to go on. So. This is just for cross stitching, so I'll give it a little, that can be a square, that is a square, I promise. That can be a circle, that can be a triangle, that can be a star, and focus can be a 6-pointed star. There we go. So, on that one, we want a square in there. Kind of hoping that one doesn't take me more than 2 days, because it's only a tiddly little thing. Don't know when my caterpillar will have arrived, but hopefully it'll be by, so I'll do that in that week. Desperately hoping I get some tiddly little ones. And then nope. If time allows, which it should do. Maybe not as much love on some of them, but for my cross stitch, I'm going to end up all inky fingered as well, aren't I? Right, so back onto contemplating my hexie jumper. I want to get it finished. I've now officially scribbled that in there. So, starting from there, if I give that 10 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, that gives me a bit longer. So 1, see, I put 2 eyes there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. What colour shall we make that, guys? Purple, obviously, because it's a purple jumper. Obviously, this is all going to go in my downstairs planning as well, my notebook, but if I'm working up here, it's an added bonus. And that way I can see at a glance. Plus I've got everything worked out without having to brain too much. Which gives me one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for whatever the Whitgo calls are. So I'll have 2 blankets and 2 other. So 2 things are going to get more love, and that depends which ones it is, what comes out. So look at the state of my hands. Next month, well no, not next month, July will be holiday and August, so September, hopefully, should be planned an awful lot better. And I'm just looking for more colours now. My bright blues downstairs, both of them for some unknown reason. and this plant that I don't know what it is. Right, so blanket 1, lilac. Blanket 2, yellow. That's already there. Clothing type shenanigans. And a second clothing type shenanigans. So now I can see at a glance, according to colour, what I should be doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that in my downstairs planner, which is the thing I was flapping about earlier when I was planning what needs to be done when, because I generally plan my videos a couple of months in advance. I will update in probably the editing, or if not in the editing, sometime tomorrow, when, because I'm filming this on the Friday, when the Whip Go numbers are called to what they are. So I'm going to go. Look after yourselves, please, because if you don't look after yourselves, you can't look after anybody else. And the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another, to each other. I've actually been misquoting that. It is to each other. I checked and double checked and then got baffled and checked again. And as ever, love you 9000. Bye. Hello. Saturday Vicky here. So Whip Go numbers have been called. So for cross stitch I've got 2 new starts. I've got a Merida one, because of course I have, it's me, and some black work, which I'm quite excited to do. For my blankets, it's last year's advent blanket finish off. Well, not finish off, but hopefully I can get a chunk of it done. Although I think I've only got 2 days. But, oh, and my comfort blanket. But it was numbers 2 and 25. So, like, literally the far ends of what was available. And for crocheting clothy stuffs, number 25 was my blue bonnet shawl. And number 2 was my Hexie jumper. So I'm definitely going to get that one finished, which would give me more time on blue bonnet, advent blanket thing, and my comfort blanket. And what I'm going to do, cross stitch aside, because rationally there's only one I can think of that might get finished in the 2 days it's got allotted, is yes, once I've finished my Hexie blanket, I'm going to scrub out all the days that have Hexie blanket, and then just slot in the other bits, so they will definitely get more love. So yes, that's that. So once again, look after yourselves, please, because if you don't look after yourselves, you can't look after anybody else. And you know, I would miss you if you were poorly. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. And as ever, with one hand. Love you 9000. Bye.